Good morning. Today's video is going to be about Julian Assange. And, of course, most of you who see anything on world news know that Julian Assange was, if they want to say, holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy. Ecuador had a good president at that time, who was one of the volunteers here also, Rafael Correa. There have been several of the volunteers from other dimensions and worlds who have made it into the position of world leaders. But then they had a change of government in Ecuador, and the new president, who is not of a high conscience, let Assange be arrested by the British, who are mistreating him. I checked his energy age a couple times, and it's not very good. And I'm sorry I'm taking this long to get to this point to do some help for Julian Assange. But first we need some background information. And some very good information on this is this message from Matthew Ward. He sends these messages to his mother, and he always talks about interesting things happening on the earth. And here is his information on Julian Assange. I'll put a link to this down below. It reads, Julian Assange is one of the souls who volunteered to leave their homelands and experience whatever harshness would befall them for being truth-tellers or whistleblowers. Once incarnated on Earth, all that was lost to his conscious awareness, just as it is with all other souls in a third-density world that is rife with human frailties. When the opportunity arose whereby Assange could make available to the public information that the U.S. government did not want disclosed, he was fulfilling his soul-level commitment by following inner urgings to act upon the opportunity. We honor him and all other souls who fulfill their mission to make truths known to Earth's peoples. Okay, I'm going to do, if you want to say, a background check on this Julian Assange, kind of like I did on the politicians for the 2016 elections. I'm going to ask his level of development of conscience, his IQ, his sincerity, and his net worth, as I did with them. And we will see what comes out. Okay, Julian Assange, and then I'll get into health aspects. Okay, I have connection with Julian Assange. His level of development of conscience, and I'll explain this a little bit. 100, 500, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,000, and it's going to be 11,325. Okay, that is fifth dimensional level of conscience. There's, I think, 70 million of us on the earth now that have reached that level of conscience. Okay, it does not surprise me at all. His fifth dimensional level of conscience. Okay, his IQ, which I expect is rather high, but we will see. As those who've seen my videos knows how this works, right? The pendulum spins in a perfect circle at the answer. When it goes past, it stops gradually, but stops. Okay, his IQ. 10, and I count from down below to give it time to respond, because it really takes like 5 seconds or so for it to respond completely to whatever I'm saying or thinking. Okay, and all this time when it's swinging side to side, it's waiting for me to formulate the question. Okay, so his IQ, 10, 20, 30, 40, see it's moving, of course, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. It's very close. 131, 132, 133, 134, 135. Now watch this. 134 is spinning perfectly. 135 is going to stop. So his IQ is 134. Okay? I actually thought it might be higher, but that's fine. 134 is fine. Okay. And his sincerity. As I remember, Hillary Clinton's sincerity is like 35%. something like that. It's amazing how so many of the world and industrial and everything leaders have such low sincerity. You can't believe a word they say. Okay. His sincerity in percent. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 98.1, 0.2, 0.3, 98.3, and if I think 98.4, it goes down. Okay. My sincerity is 99.96 usually, I think. It's higher than Julian Assange. However, we have to realize that Julian Assange cannot tell all the truth. So he does have to keep a few secrets. Maybe not many. The world average, as I recall, is about 88%. And the lowest I've tested is 15%, who was a serial liar who was always extorting people and stole a bunch of money from my neighbor. Okay, there's his sincerity, very high, very well. I would trust a person like Julian Assange. And his net worth, this is not necessarily the money that he has in the bank. This is the energy of money that is, if you want to say, attached to Julian Assange. In my own case, I don't have hardly, let's see, I probably have $20 in the bank right now, but my own net worth is like it's gone up to $50,000 or $60,000. I own a property, a small property. I have some debts, but anyway, Julian Assange's net worth. Okay, I'm connecting with him again, and his net worth. Also, I have no idea really. 1,000. This is in dollars. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,100, 200, 300, 5,400, and it's going to stop. $5,300. So Julian Assange is worth 1/10 what I am. We can see that he's really given up what probably could have been a successful, monetarily successful life to reveal these secrets. Because of that, we salute you, Julian Assange. Okay, those were those 4 little tests. If you want to understand these, see my video, Democrats Revealed 2016. Where from there you can go to Republicans Revealed 2016. Those are about the candidates, but these same numbers, and you can understand them here. Okay? Okay, that's the initial test. Then we'll go on to checking his health and to healing for him. Okay, now we get to the part that worries me, which is Julian's health, for example. I checked him, it's been a few weeks ago, in his health. He was 70-something years old. And I believe I was seeing it here. He was born in July 1971. So he's getting about 40, he will be 48 years old. Basically, if his energy age is, if anyone's energy age is higher than their age, then they usually have some health problem. Okay, if our energy age was always the same as our natural age, we would die at exactly 100. Okay, many of us will probably die at quite a bit over 100 with things that are coming down the line as far as improvements in health. Okay, Julian Assange's energy age. See, the pendulum's wanting to get to work here. His energy age: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 72, 73, 74, it's going to stop, 73, okay? That's high for somebody who's 40, not quite 48 years old, okay? If I did a complete therapy for him, it would take probably 2 to 3 hours, okay? Let me check his chakras. I can do that, but I'm not going to record it all. His chakras. His first chakra. Okay. That's weak, your muscles and bones. Second chakra. That's pretty much normal. Okay. Third chakra, his emotions. Obviously this is affecting his emotions. They're a little bit backwards. See, his emotions are backwards a little bit. Fourth, his heart chakra. He's generally okay there. Fifth, his expression. The throat chakra expression. Obviously this is paralyzed. He's not being allowed to express himself the way that he should. Sixth chakra. Also, that may be his problem area. Sixth chakra. It can be anything in your head, basically. Eyes, ears, brain cancer, whatever. Headaches. Okay, sixth. And his seventh chakra. And this is the sad part. See, the seventh chakra is connection with the universe. He doesn't feel good. Spiritually, he does not feel good. He probably feels abandoned. Okay, I'm going to correct those chakras. I'm doing this in English and Spanish, so I will stop this, correct his chakra, well, record it in Spanish, and then correct his chakras, and then show you how they are. So he has problems with his third, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Okay, there's several other chakras I test, but they're not important for most people. And anyway, that's another story. Okay, I will stop this and correct his chakras. I wanted to show you this. This is correcting his chakras. I already took away the negative things affecting his chakras, and this is sending positive energy to correct all his chakras. This is how the pendulum works. It spins on its own, and it will continue until it's done, then it will stop, and then I send it to do another task. And I think it's slowing down a tiny bit here. That's how the pendulum works. Okay, I have corrected his chakras. I didn't look at the clock when I started, so my pendulum has a built-in clock, so I'm going to ask it how many minutes it took to correct his chakras, and it will answer. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 minutes it took to correct Julian Assange's chakras. Okay, these are his chakras now. I can also strengthen them, but this is just to show that they have been corrected. This is his first chakra. Spinning much better than before. It was spinning not too bad before, but these are about 3-inch circles, 7 or 8 centimeters, okay? And they will all be the same. Here's his second chakra, which wasn't bad, but it's now stronger. His third chakra, his emotions, which was bad, was paralyzed. Well, actually a little backwards, right? His fourth, which was okay, but it's now stronger. His fifth, which was bad, expression. His sixth, his head. Okay. Each of these also have there are 7 layers in our aura, so that I can actually test 7 different sixth chakras. If I go out from the body, I can test them all separately. That was 6th, and this is 7th. I actually test 15, but I won't show them all. But all these are working correctly now. Okay, now let's see the effect of that on his energy age, which was 70. I think in this English video it came out 73. My other one it came out 77. the Spanish one, which is more error than normal, but is still within about the 5% or so maximum that I normally ever get with as far as error. Okay, and I tend to believe the 77 one for some reason, because the other day it was 77. Okay, his energy age now, 5, see it's already moving, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23.1, 23.2, 23.3, and it's going to stop. 23.2, it went down 40 years by correcting his chakras. That's great. Okay, now we're going to do something that some of you may find hard to believe. However, if you may recall, Jesus in the Bible called certain religious leaders offspring of vipers. Vipers are kind of in the reptilian family, right? So let's see who is responsible for the jailing of Julian Assange. You know, could be millions of people who don't like what he said, but there's some basically who are really responsible for the actual jailing of him. And I'm going to use the 80-20 rule, and let's say I'm just going to ask basically how many people or entities compose the group who are 80% responsible, that was the most responsible for the jailing of Julian Assange. I think I said how many people compose it, so we're going to ask how many people are in that group, how many people or whatever. 5, 10, it's moving a little, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Looks to be 27, and if I think 28, it's going to stop. 27. A group of 27, okay? Now, to understand who these are, let's check their level of development of conscience and compare to the world average is 700 and something. Those who have ascended in conscience to fifth dimension are 11,325. Until then, we have a varying level of conscience. After that ascension process, we're all the same, which is interesting. Anyway, the level of development of conscience of these group of 27. 5, notice it's already moving, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, it's real close at 43, 44, and it's going to gradually stop. 43, okay? That's the level of development of conscience of the Dracos, the Draco Reptilians. However, we're going to see they may not all be reptilians. They can be humans or human looking anyway and have that. Okay. I'm going to ask how many of these, no, we need to check their energy age to know if they're humans. If these were all humans, the average, of course, would be definitely under 100 because they're all living humans. We die at 100, ghosts are 103, and the reptilians and other entities show up as larger numbers. 186s were the Anunnaki, 666 the Antichrist, 888 the white reptilians, 2,323 the angels, good or bad, 43,000 the Draco Reptilians. And then there's another level of 109,000, who are Lucifer and his bunch. I don't know if there's any good ones up there, but there definitely could be. I haven't checked. Anyway, anything above 100 is non-human, or at least controlled by non-humans. So the average energy age of this group of 27, whatever they are, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 305, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 318, 319, I think it's gradually going to stop. About 318. So it's going to be a mixture of reptilian controlled, possessed, or actual incarnate reptilians and probably more or less normal but not good people. Okay, ask how many of these are reptilians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. Okay, I will do an exorcism on them as I did on the US Senate. You can see my video, Exorcism of US Senate, to understand this. In that case, there were 888s. Appear to be the most common these days. Anyway, that's who is causing this for Julian Assange, and indirect, of course, for the whole world. So we need to resist them. They're keeping us in slavery. And part of that is the incarceration of Julian Assange. Let's hope that he gets better. I will, as I said, I will do exorcism on these low-level group who are controlling him. Maybe that will help a little. Thank you for your patience. Best wishes to Julian Assange, who will now feel better. Thank you. And while I was seeing this and checking things, I did the exorcism of these group of 27. And let's go back with them now. In my experience, they don't change immediately in level of development of conscience, but once they're free of this reptilian control, their level of conscience can actually go up. An amazing example of this was Senator Jeff Sessions, who was an 888 reptilian controlled being, body, I don't know, has actually shot up to 5th dimensional level of conscience. Wow. So once you get rid of this, it can have amazing results. So I'm going to connect now to these same 27 now that I've did the exorcism on them, and I'm going to ask 2 questions. Their average energy age now, which will probably be under 100, because they'll be a normal human body again. Maybe not normal, but a human body. And also their level of conscience, which probably won't have changed, but being free of this reptilian influence is probably where it can change quickly in the future. Let's check. The average energy age of these 27 now. Okay. 5, 10, it's already moving. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and it's going to stop at 35. So the average energy age is 34. What was 300 and something now are 34. Okay. I don't expect an immediate change in their level of conscience, but let's see if that made any change now. Their average level of conscience is 27. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Wow, it's basically doubled or something. 110, 11, 110. 110. It more than doubled just by getting rid of it. That's still low-level conscience, but they're now free to develop a conscience, which is interesting. Fascinating stuff, this. Okay, now, I'm also going to do this in Spanish, so just a moment while I do that. Okay, one final thing, which doesn't have much to do with Julian Assange, except for those who were causing these problems. I'm going to give you an example of these reptilians, okay? I'm going to connect to, let's say I have to choose, so I say the oldest of those 11 reptilians. I'm going to connect to him or it 1 hour ago. Okay, I have that connection 1 hour ago. I'm going to ask his energy age then. Obviously now, if the average energy age is 30-something, he's down to 30-something. Well, he could be different. He may be different, but it'll be human under 100. Okay, his energy age 1 hour ago. 50, 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. He's going to be an 888. 810, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 881, 85, 86, 87, 88. 888. And yes, this is related to the Antichrist, whose energy age was 666. I actually made a video about it called Satan is Dead, which you're welcome to see. Okay, 888. And at that time, 1 hour ago, let's connect to him and I'll show you his chakras. Here's his first chakra. Let me get it up where you can see it. His first chakra. See, it's reverse, backwards. And pretty strong. First chakra backwards. Second chakra, also strongly backwards. Third chakra, strongly backwards. Fourth chakra, nothing. Fifth, sixth, seventh, nothing. That's the easy way to tell reptilians. They have 3 chakras strongly backwards and only the lowest ones. A couple years after I discovered this, I read somewhere on the internet that reptilians can only possess people in their lower chakras because the higher up chakras, the energy is too high for them. That backs up my perception, which I'd already had. Okay? Now, let's check his chakras now. Okay? Make sure I have connection with him now. I have the connection. His first chakra, second, third, fourth, they have nothing. I thought maybe they would die or something, but no. These chakras will gradually come back as normal human chakras after that. Okay? As an example, let's do this Senator Jeff Sessions that I mentioned, who's now 5th dimensional conscience. Okay, I'm going to connect with him 5 years ago, because it was in the fall of 2015 that I did this exorcism, I think. Let's say 5 years ago with Senator Jeff Sessions. Okay, his energy age: 10, 50, 100. 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 888. Okay, 888. That's reptilian controlled, okay? His first chakra, Senator Jeff Sessions, who became the Attorney General of the United States of America, was reptilian controlled before, though. I got rid of that in the end of 2015, I think it was. Okay, you can see that video, Exorcism of US Senate. Here's his first. His second is going to continue the same, and his third chakra. His fourth chakra, see? Nothing. It won't work. Fourth chakra, it doesn't move. I'm jumping it here and nothing. Okay, let's connect to him now. He was an 888. This same Jeff Sessions, okay? His energy age: 5, it's already moving, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 48. A human! Wow! Okay, and let's see his chakras now. Here's his first chakra. His second chakra. Wow. His third chakra. His fourth chakra. I'm interested in his fifth chakra. His fifth chakra. See? That's stopped. Because Jeff Sessions is on a secret mission. So he can't really divulge what he's doing. That is all good news for humanity, people. This can actually have an effect on us. So I'm glad that I've done this for Julian Assange, and also against and basically helping those who are causing all this. So with this help from the people upstairs, and I mentioned the 119,000 level. That's Lucifer. But let me check. I should have asked this long ago. What is, if that 119,000 energy age level, if those are the archangels? That's what I was suspecting. Yes. Those are the archangels. See, that's a positive yes. The archangel. Lucifer was a I think it's now was, a negative archangel. So we can see what's going on there. Thank you for your patience. I hope this has been educational and for the best of Julian Assange and for the world. Thank you.